Hi, Gemini. All right, we're gonna turn this down. So welcome to your March 2018 mid-month reading. We're just gonna cut to the chase and get it going. I hope everybody is having a good month. Um, Mine's kind of okay, you know. Lots of downloads. I will say, like, lots of alone time. I'm not alone a lot. Like, I'm not saying I've had a lot of alone time, but in my alone time, I feel like a lot of messages come through. Okay, so I had to just meditate before I did your reading because my brain was doing like 80,000 things at once. All right, so let's see what's going on with you guys for the middle of the month. Okay, this is general, so it's gonna be love, career, pretty much. Sometimes a lot of more areas of life become more prominent than others. But see how this relates to your situation, and let's get it going. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So what's looking good is some of you on the money end, you're good. But there is a lot, there's something going on also in your life that's causing you some form of distress. Okay. Perhaps you're making a lot of money. This came very clearly the minute I like spread them out. You're making a lot of money. It's not in what you want to do. And you just can't seem to get out of what you're doing. Just as simple as that. You know, you're making a good amount of money per hour. You're going in, you're putting in the work. Um, if this came out in the front, I would say you're leaving this, but it seems like you're either going into this or this is kind of where you are in the middle of the month. And then you have the death card reverse. Okay. If the death card um, was upright, I would say, you know what, don't worry about it. Something new is coming. But it seems like you guys are kind of stuck in a situation with this. A lot of you, I think the mentality too that's driving this feeling for the the Nine of Swords is that you feel like time is going by fast and your life is going nowhere. So I get a lot of people who are like, I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my talent, I'm wasting my life at this place of work, okay, or in a relationship. But with the King of Pentacles here, it seems like it's not the money. And well, let's see. Dissatisfaction with current place of life. Okay, whether that be money, relationship, where you're living, what you're doing with your time, you don't like where you're at. And you just feel stuck, like you can't seem to get out of there. Two of these came out for this. Queen of Wands and Page of Cups, okay? Right under the Death card. So there's a determination within, okay? There's the outspoken, I want to say what I want, but something's holding you back, okay? Maybe you just started the job, so you don't want to leave so early. Maybe you're in a lower position at the workplace, and so moving up is not really like, okay. Maybe if this is a relationship, you and the person just started out and you're already having issues. Some of you, you may be at a distance with this person and all they want to do is text, and you want to have face-to-face conversation. You want to go out. Yeah, because with these these right under each other, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, you have that. I feel like this person wants to. If you're a Gemini dealing with the Earth sign, the person likes to text, or this person likes to talk over the phone. I'm getting like they like quick conversation as opposed to coming up like doing different things with you. They might be also like on a one-track mind. They're kind of boring per se, and you want someone spontaneous. You desire someone who's a little bit more outgoing and such. Okay. I think what you're going through is going to cause you to kind of hold back from others. Okay. Don't do that. You have the world reverse. Don't do that. Don't let this situation bring you down. Don't let it make, because even though you're feeling stuck, like you can't move out of it, it's your mentality, honestly. It's your mentality. Some of you, what might end up happening with this person, if they want to just keep texting you and talking to you over the phone and not actually take you out, seems like someone's gonna come in and swoop you out to do that, or you're gonna do that. Knight of Swords. So you might have an air sign coming in to swoop you, or you might swoop yourself out of that situation. Okay. Fuck it, because two of them tried to come out. Okay. So we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands reverse. Yeah. And then you're done. You feel like you're the one carrying the relationship. If this is a relationship thing, and then if this is work, you feel defeated. Like you feel like you have no other option. Okay. My advice to you in this situation, Gemini, is to really, like, stay with yourself, talk to yourself, and see kind of like what would be the best way to handle this. Don't just give up. Get a whiteboard and put it in your house and write down goals of things that you want. If this is a relationship, get a little notepad, a memo on your phone, and write down things that you desire. And if those things, you don't have those things, either talk to your partner about it or seek them. Okay. Sorry for those of you going through that. I hope it's not as bad as it looks in the spread. Like, I hope you guys aren't crying about this or having sleepless nights. Seems that it is, though. It seems like it is causing major halt in your life. I don't think anyone around you notices. So a lot of the things that I brought up seem very, very like an alone. It gave me a very alone feel. Most times I get like support. I get like there's probably a friend or family member, someone that knows what you're going through, or someone that cares about you who sees what, but not in that one. That seemed like you're just taking all of this in. You don't really want to talk to people about it. You may have mentioned it to one person, but you're not sure if they really give a shit. You may have mentioned it to your partner that you don't like the long distance communication and you don't know if they give a shit. Okay. If you're cross-watching for a Gemini, they probably, and you notice that there's something with how they're acting, maybe take them out, or find a time, get them comfortable and loosen them up, get them happy and smiling, and start asking the questions like, hey, you good? What's up? What's going on? Okay, let's do another spread for another set of Gemini. So I normally do 2 for the general readings, just to kind of get an energy for different people, because we're dealing with more than one type of person. So here's the second spread. Okay, no relation to the first one. So we're just going to move on from that and stop talking about it. What's coming for Gemini for the month of March, the middle of the month of March? What is coming up for Gemini in the middle of March 2018? Middle of March 2018. Ooh, baby. All right. Okay. So, a lot of you have been trying to juggle 2 things at once. I see there's an imbalance. Normally, this like 2 of Pentacles, most people say is balancing like money or finances. I'm getting you're balancing work and home. Definitely for parents, Geminis who are parents, you're balancing your time spent with your family and your time spent in your work and craft. Okay, this is for the creatives out there. definite juggle in that. Okay. If you're a mom, you know, there's a juggle between the time you're spending with your kids and the time you're spending with work. I get that a lot of you are focusing more on the work and not being um a parent, not in a bad way, like not that you're not being a parent, but you're not, 100% parent mode the last or this month. I think some of you have I'm gonna clarify this judgment card. Because what I feel like is some of you, maybe if you are a mother, and you've had to go back to work, or if you're a male, your wife has had to go back to work. So you guys are both not home with the kids as much. You have to get a sitter and stuff. But this is probably because you have something coming up. So you may be going through some financial problems, like you have something coming due. Either in April or May or at the end of the month. So the middle of the month is very crucial for you. If it's like finances, maybe you have to pay the something for April, and so it's causing you to have to put in extra hours. Okay, you're putting in extra hours at work. The Judgment and then Three of Swords tells me I don't know how it's gonna go down for you guys, because it looks, let's see, I feel like it's not like something, it's like maybe disappointment. Okay, so maybe if you are putting in for overtime, you're probably not going to get approved. Or some of you are going to have to cut somebody out. Same stuff that came up in the last one. I pulled 2 for these because I'm curious. Okay, so yeah. Options blocked, okay, due to having a lot going on. You can't really dive into too much, but what you are, because what you're dealing with right now is even too much. Okay, Gemini, that's what I'm getting. Like I said, some of you are not able to be nurturing or provide from your heart the way you want to. But I feel like you're waiting something to end before you can do that. Okay. Okay, we have 7 of Swords reversed and 6 of Wands. So I would recommend not telling people what you're doing. Why is this Judgment and 7 of Swords and 6 of Wands? I just feel don't have too much people in what you have going on. You're awaiting something coming up, okay? Some form of judgment. So if it's a court case, legal matters, a bonus, you enter for a competition and you're waiting to hear back, you audition for a play and you're waiting to see if you made the cut, but you're telling too many people and these people don't really have your best interest. The 3 of Swords coming up here, Page of Pentacles and 9 of Cups in reverse seems like someone might be jealous. That's for people who are competing in something. If you're auditioning for a play or something, or a contest, or you're bidding on something, someone that you've told is not rooting for you. Okay. There's this song, it's a rap song. And I haven't really heard the whole song, but in the beginning he's like, I know they're praying on my downfall. I know they're praying. People are crazy. People are haters, okay? Sometimes, you see stuff that people are succeeding and then you could, feel like, I wish I was succeeding too. But there's certain people that are hoping you do not progress in the way that you're progressing, okay? Hermit card pops up under that Judgment. I told you guys, don't tell people what you're doing. Keep this shit to yourself. Don't tell people what you're doing right now. Okay? What's going on with this Three of Swords situation? You have the Chariot. Normally the Chariot's like, you know, the fast movement, the ongoing, the pushing forward, the marching forward. But every time I pull it up in this deck, I always get it's like calling for balance. Because you see how he has one white horse, one black horse. Okay. So yes, even though you are proceeding, you are propelling forward, this is advising for you to proceed with caution and make sure you're balanced. Okay. So, and this might be a younger person, this page of Pentacles. So when I said someone's jealous of you and someone's going to betray you, might be a younger sibling. That's for someone, younger sibling. So another thing I got, if your mother passed away and if you have had a death in the family, your mother passed away, maybe let me stay with that. Let me stick with a story because I'm getting different versions of what this could mean. If your mother passed away, and you're possibly waiting on some form of insurance money, okay, I see some drama going on with that. Someone's trying to scheme someone out of something. So you might have multiple siblings. You're probably the youngest, and a lot of money got left to you. And your older siblings are not happy about it. I don't know. Okay. Or it might be flipped. Okay. Hermit. Right on top of that, when I told you guys, don't tell nobody what you're doing. Okay. So if you did lose a mother or someone, like a mother figure, sorry for your loss. And I hope everything can get better from now, because I can only imagine, like, on top of trying to grieve, you got to worry about who's getting what money. That's someone's story, okay? But for a lot of people, you're awaiting some type of judgment, you know, like I said, to hear back on the job, contest, lawsuit, opportunity. If you're traveling, to hear back if you're going to be able to do it. But there are people around you who are not. Yes, you know. So be careful of that in the middle of this month, this week, actually. So towards the end. Let's see what lesson cards we have for the sign of Gemini for the middle of March 2018. What lessons or advice do we have for the sign of Gemini for the middle of March 2018? 3 as per usual, and loneliness flipped up. Okay. I know that I'm never alone. That might be for the people who, like I said, you know, I know you probably are telling people kind of what's going on with you because you feel like you feel very alone in the situation. Just make sure it's someone that you trust. And a lot of you, if you are feeling alone in what you're going through, you're probably not, you know, alone. This, to me, normally when this loneliness card comes up, I don't get it in the physical sense. I get it in the spiritual sense. So your spirit guides, you know, if you do believe that you have spirit guides following you, they are with you through what you're going through. Okay. So with the Hermit card coming up, and me like really, really stressing how there are people who are being malicious, and there are people who are not really celebratory of your celebrations. You don't have to tell those people, you know, you don't need a big party and people shooting confetti cannons to know that you're succeeding. You have, you know, your spirit with you. For those of you who lost, like I said, a mother figure, it seems like they are with you in spirit. Okay. Had to talk about that. Okay. We have forgiveness and service. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So if you feel like, you know, you were the child that should have got left a little bit more money, I don't know. That storyline is so prominent. So I don't know who the Gemini is that lost someone. Um, you know, uh, forgive your siblings if this, and if you're the one that's getting betrayed or the one that people are doing stuff to. Yeah, like, and some people think that when, you know, you are keeping things to yourself or being a little bit more discreet with what you're going on, it means it's not like, it's not a fight, it's not a battle, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, everybody's against me, like, let me guard myself because you're a snake, you're a snake. It's more like, I'm gonna keep this to myself because I want, you know, the positive energy flowing in it. You're probably jealous of me, and that's for whatever reason, whatever insecurities you have going on, wherever you feel like you're not excelling. It's not a beef between me and you, it's your own problems, but you're trying to bring that over here, and I'm just trying to put it over there. Okay. A lot of people think of it as more of a fight thing. It's not that. It's just protecting yourself. um, and then service, I feel good when I can help others. Okay. So um, I think this is calling for some of you to be of service. um, and I've kind of started trying to incorporate that into my life too. I'm not a Gemini, but I mean, it's really good to, and it could be, I'm trying to think of what ways of service I could say. You don't have to like go out and build a house. It could just be like, you know, being a listening person to a friend. It could be like, you know, going over to your uncle or aunt's house and washing the dishes. You know, offering to help your spouse, I don't want to say spouse, boyfriend, do his laundry, help your girlfriend, you know, fix her cabinet in the house, help your boyfriend fix his cabinet in the house if you're a handy woman. Do her laundry, you know, whatever you do, just a little like random acts of kindness and service. Um, you know, if you have like a parental person who you feel like needs, if you're watching for a Gemini, remember how I said that they're struggling through something because they're trying to work, offer to babysit the kids, offer to take the kids out, from them, and so that this Gemini person can get some time off. Or, you know, flip it how you see it, Gemini. Maybe you need to, you know, watch the kids this time for your wife so that she can hang out with her girls or go get her nails done. um okay. So that was a really good reading for you guys. It seems like everything is going to kind of turn out. It's just like we have to have like good energy this month, Gemini. But other than that, stay blessed, and thank you for watching.